Holmes, America's first serial killer. America's first serial killer was not a drifter. He was not a criminal hiding in the shadows. He was a doctor, educated, trusted, intelligent. And long before he built a house designed to kill, his mind was already learning how to do it. This is the true story of Holmes, how his childhood shaped him, how medical school empowered him, and how deception gave birth to a killer. Herman Webster Mudgett was born in 1861, in Gilmanton, New Hampshire. He grew up in a strict, religious household. Emotions were not discussed, affection was rare, punishment was common. From an early age, Herman showed signs of high intelligence that he read constantly and learned quickly, but socially, he was isolated. Other children bullied him, they mocked his quiet nature and strange behavior. One incident would leave a lasting mark. Classmates reportedly forced young Herman to confront a human skeleton in a doctor's office. What was meant to terrify him had the opposite effect. He became fascinated. Instead of fear, he felt curiosity, instead of disgust, interest. This moment mattered. Because afterward, his behavior changed. He dissected animals that he showed little empathy, that he lied easily, and convincingly. Those who knew him later described him as calm, detached, and emotionally cold. By adolescence, two traits were clear. He felt no guilt. And he enjoyed manipulation. This was not violence yet, but it was preparation. Herman learned early how to appear normal. He was polite, well-spoken, charming when necessary. Adults trusted him. After school, he became a teacher. He married young and had a child. Then he abandoned them. No explanation. No remorse. For Herman, people were temporary, useful until they were not. He enrolled at the University of Michigan Medical School, a turning point that would change everything. Medical school in the late 1800s was poorly regulated. Cadavers were limited, oversight was weak, records were unreliable. Herman Mudgett saw opportunity. He studied anatomy not only to heal, but to control. He learned how bodies decomposed, how injuries could be disguised, how death erased identity. This is where his criminal activity escalated. He began committing insurance fraud. Herman stole cadavers from the lab, disfigured them, and staged fake accidents. He then took out insurance policies under false names and collected payouts. It worked. Repeatedly. No one questioned him. Why would they? He was a medical student. Clean-cut. Educated. Respectable. For the first time, Herman learned something crucial. Death could be profitable. And even more important, he could get away with it. After medical school, Herman left his old life behind. He changed his name to Henry Howard Holmes. This was not a nickname. It was reinvention. Holmes moved from town to town, committing scams, forging documents, and exploiting trust. He married again and again. Wives disappeared, business partners vanished, debts followed him. But Holmes always stayed one step ahead. He understood human psychology. People trust authority. People trust doctors. People don't ask questions when confidence is present. Holmes was no longer experimenting. By now, Holmes had combined three dangerous elements: medical knowledge, emotional detachment, and greed. Murder was no longer an idea. It was a tool. Unlike crimes of passion, Holmes killed for control and advantage. Bodies were problems to solve, not lives to mourn. Fire destroyed evidence. Poisons left few traces. Identity fraud erased victims. Each success reinforced the same belief. He was smarter than everyone else. Chicago was about to prove him wrong. In the next episode, Holmes arrives in Chicago, a city preparing for the World's Fair. A city full of opportunity. A city full of strangers. And a building he would design with one purpose: to trap. Torture, and to kill. The murder castle was coming. And no one suspected a thing. If this is your first time hearing how H.H. Holmes became a killer, make sure you subscribe now. The next episode reveals how he built a house designed to kill. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe H.H. Holmes was born a monster, or created by opportunity and intelligence without empathy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And let's break this case down together.